Hey guys and girls, and welcome back to Greatest Good Tarot. Hope you're doing well and keeping out of mischief. Now, just so everyone's on the same page, all right, I'm pre-recording these prediction readings as indoors and I are going on a little bit of a break. And so instead of leaving you high and dry, I decided that it would be a good idea, bearing in mind this is the first one, that I would pre-record a few videos to keep you entertained until I return from our merry adventures, hopefully, possibly, maybe. So we're basically, it's that time of year where we go and visit family and stuff like that. All right, so this is a predictions reading, which I haven't done forever. It feels like an age, I say. And I thought it would be very much, very just like important to review the Andrew situation. As it's not just him, it's people around him, it's the enablers of him. This is, for me at least, I don't know about you, please share down below, symbolizes what I've been bashing on about Pluto being in Aquarius, and in the next 20 years or so, we're basically resetting into kind of more freedoms, smaller government, smaller businesses, that kind of supporting small businesses instead of big corporations, that kind of thing. We're in it, baby. We're in the energetic realm, as it were. So that's why I think, and it's not just Andrew, but also what's going on with Stuttery Starmer and Labour and the Conservatives, and look at other countries, France, so on and so forth. It's happening everywhere. This pushback to kind of put things back in their box, as it were. And that's why I think this is important to see, kind of not necessarily the aftermath, but where this is going to go. So it's two birds, one stone sort of thing, type malarkey. So I hope you're well and all that jazz. And I'll be back at some point. It's just gotta have a break once in a while. So where is this going? What's going on? For the greatest good for all concerned. Thank you. Always be appreciative. Yes, very, very nice. Right, one more, and okay. Ooh, that was a rush of kind of like sinister. When you get a judder, kind of like ooh, kind of coldness down your spine. It was that similar energy, but it felt purposeful. It felt what is the word I'm looking for? Orchestrated, I suppose. Interesting. So let's have a look at this. Justice, bam, straight out, beautiful. High Priestess. Intuition, kind of it doesn't feel right. This is what I'm talking about here. So there's something else. Divinely guided, the Star card. Wow, 3 major arcanas in a row. It's like this is what I'm on about. Major shift. For the new boys and girls who are learning tarot and that kind of thing, you've got minor arcana, which how I read it is kind of day-to-day stuff. Then you've got chapters, like the new chapters, big shifts. That's major arcana. And in this deck, we've got 4 extra cards, which we refer to as the epic arcana, which is very much kind of profound, big shifts, like supremely big shifts, yeah? 5 of Cups. Losing. There's people losing out here. This is what I'm picking up on. It's not just the people, not just Andrew. It's the people around him. It's the infrastructure. It's that kind of thing, and it's the same in all these situations. Be it Savile, be it Hugh Edwards, be it kind of like all that kind of shenanigans. It's the people that kind of turn a blind eye, the kind of enablers, as you will, kind of thing. That's that. I knew there was something to this. That's why I started doing the reading. So I thought it was a good idea. It's proven here. Two of Pentacles. Topsy-turvy. This is trying to keep control of where this is going. 10 of Wands, burdened by this. This is what I'm talking about. Yes. Ace of Wands. The aha moment, the light bulb moment. This feels very covering their own backs, kind of their crap don't stink kind of energy here. Page of Wands. This is our Googling card for me. This is the research, finding data, trying to work a way around it, that kind of thing. Sun card, happiest card in the deck. This floodlight motif that I keep seeing with this, kind of the spotlight highlighting things, the corruption, the seediness, the craziness. That's it. So even though, notice the Phoenix is looking towards this as well. They've been caught out. How do we get out of this? Where what ideas do we have? Because the Robin is looking at the burden. Yeah. And the topsy-turvy. The world is basically crumbling. How do we keep control? Page of Wands trying to research their way out of like technicalities, that kind of thing, legalese. Stuttery Starmer does this all the time, in my humble opinion. That kind of like, not a nice way to go. Hierophant. Wow. Hierophant, rules, regulations, law and order. Yeah. So we started off with law and order. We're ending in law and order. There is no way out. It's almost like they're trapped in this. Overarching energy. 3 of Pentacles, collaborating, trying to work together. Yeah. To get out of this. 5 of Wands. Then they're infighting. They're fighting among, like, not only amongst themselves, but towards everything. There's not a uniformed approach. There's not they're not spinning. And you know what this reminds me of is the digital ID, because it's a perfect case study, if you will. Stuttery Starmer, walking people, mandatory digital ID, but it is free. Walking people, because it's going to protect your jobs and, stop the boats and walking people, smash the gangs, walking people. Excuse, yeah? Within hours, it has then ballooned and morphed and changed into this craziness, exposing themselves to what people were saying it was going to be. So within hours, like literally 8 hours or so, people will go, no, this is basically a digital cage that you're implementing here. Oh, but it's a better relationship with the government and it's going to be like all this kind of other crud came out. This is exactly the same energy here. Fighting amongst themselves, spilling their guts in the wrong way independently, and so it's causing more mischief and mayhem, catching them out again. This like snowball effect that we're seeing time and time and time again at the moment. Wow. Okay. So for a prediction reading, just a snapshot right now, this is phenomenal. Notice how we start off with major arcana, we end in major arcana. And the Page of Wands can't compete with a major arcana. Yeah, you and me speaking truth, highlighting the hypocrisy of it all. They're proving themselves to be nasty individuals, shall we say. But their own actions are doing it, yeah? So I'm loving this. This is feeling phenomenal. So as a prediction reading, I'm going to get the prediction deck out a little bit, and only 5 cards I keep getting told for this. So let's just have a look here. Prediction reading on Andrew and where this is going. So this is the slippery slope that I keep seeing. Is they're all trying to throw Andrew under the bus to protect themselves now, but they were involved in some way, shape, or form. I'm not saying they were right there, but they allowed him to go on all these trips. They allowed him to go and do this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? It's that the paperwork says it all. People signed off on this. Yeah, they had knowledge. Inner circles had knowledge of shenanigans, that kind of thing. And we're not just talking about Epstein. We're talking about China. We're talking about other business dealings and stuff like that. I'm just seeing like House of Cards kind of collapsing on itself. Damage is done. Exactly. Energy weapon. This is you and me. The enlightenment. Yeah. Becoming enlightened. The Sun card. Yeah. That is literally it. We've woken up. You can't BS anymore. There's too many eyes on this now. When once before, and I've been saying this for several months now, when I kind of refer to read the room with Labour and things like that, they're doing what they always have been able to do: spin, smear, manipulate. Like slither their way out of any situation. But because we're now Pluto, Aquarius, it's now sticking. They can't slither. All the usual ways of getting out of things don't work. This is what I'm on about with the floodlight. It sticks. They can't get out of their situations. And it's not just here in the UK, it's around the world. It's all these different politicians. So I love that. The fact that the energy weapon is on the burden of the 10 of Wands as well. It's like they stuck. Yeah. Big shit here. Trying to get out of it. Keep the status quo is what I'm getting here. Page of Wands. Here's the rescue plan. Yeah. This is the research. Oh, technicality. Walking people. And then the Sun card resigns. The floodlights are on. We don't care about your technicalities. We don't care. This is a moral and ethical situation. This is nothing to do with your technicalities. Get out of jail free card kind of energy. Overarching energy. Pandemic, health crisis. This feels more like the health of the institutions, the health of the country. This doesn't feel like pandemic and that kind of stuff. This feels much more about the realization, the rot in so many different areas, and has been allowed because they're all part and parcel of the same thing. Yeah. Underlying energy, lies, deception. They're still trying to be at it, but we've woken up. The damage is done. We know exactly what you've done. Yeah. So how's this going to go? I'm going to use this deck because I do like this deck. Where's this going? What's this doing? Plus, also, it's the closest to me. I could have reached another, 7 inches. That's what she said. But no, this is the closest one. I'm going to use this one. The outcome to this reading, please. Thank you. Always be appreciative. Yes. So, And during this time, while I'm away, please feel free to continue to put in the comments down below future readings when I come back, that kind of thing, so we can hit the ground running. That'll be epic. Thank you very much. Subscribe, ding-a-ling, hype, do the YouTube things. It generally helps out the channel so much. But yeah, let's have some fun while I'm away. Devil's in the detail. They're trapped. Yeah? Notice that it's on justice as well. They're stuck. Trapped. High priestess. The intuition. Something's fishy. Thieves in the night energy. Betrayal. Deception. Manipulation. Cannot be trusted. Star card. Divinely guided. Heading in the right direction. Our North Star. You and me collectively. They're trapped. Nine of Swords. Sleepless nights. Worrying. Feeling sick. Desperately trying to get out of this. Then we've got the Moon card on the Five of Cups. There's more hidden. We only know the tip of the iceberg, I've just heard. There's more to this than meets the eye. Page of Wands. This, once again, Googling card, trying to work out what to do, researching. Notice how the Page of Wands is looking towards the Seven of Swords here. Yeah, how do we get away with this? And that he's obviously looking at the Nine of Swords, worried, sick, that kind of thing. We're caught out, but we're going to keep on going, and we're going to try and technicality get out of this. Hawk Lady, very lovely. I haven't seen her for ages and ages. Hawk Lady is this Garden of Eden that we're building. What do we actually want to manifest? Nine of Pentacles is the baby empress. The way I read the tarot is there's three empresses. There's the Nine of Pentacles, Hawk Lady. There's the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, which is the Mumsy card, and then the Empress. This I really like here is because this is the Garden of Eden that we want to build. But it also represents inward growth. So for us, you and me, the burden is that we've woken up and we respect ourselves now. You can't treat us like this anymore. We've had enough. So I like that. That's really nice. We're worth more than this. We're not just a number, that kind of thing. Yeah. So the big shit here, trying to get out of it. Got to make a decision. Don't know what to do. Don't know where to go, which path to lead, to go. Notice it's all wands as though we've grown from the Ace of Wands here to the Two of Wands. Got to come up with an idea, desperately work. Okay, we've got choices. We've got some sort of choice here, but which way do we want to go? And we've got the Page of Wands here, desperately researching how do we get out of this. Moving on from stormy waters into calmer shores with the Six of Swords. Reviewing the situation with the Seven of Pentacles. Notice the two cards that we are in this. Yeah. Is the Pentacles, the value, the worth. It's all about kind of what do we really want. It's not about money necessarily. It's about the value of community, the value of self-respect, the value of the ability to have opportunities instead of them being shut down, that kind of thing. Also interesting that we've got the Sun card down here illuminating the darkness, what's hidden in the dark with the Moon card. And I think this is what's going to lead to a lot of people resigning here. This is not just government. This is institutions. This, I'm being reminded as you're seeing this, but it's only recently happened for me, is the removal of the chairperson of the Oxford debating the one that celebrated the death of Charlie Kirk. Yeah. It's that kind of thing. It's not just going to be the frontline people, as it walking people, Stuttery Starmer and stuff. It's this clear out, this whole, at all levels, clear out. And now the Seven of Pentacles here is giving me the energy of, are we done? Are we now stable? We're going to still have a few rotten apples hidden away, but have we got stability? That's what I'm getting here. Have we removed enough? And the final cut, wow. 4 of Wands on the Hierophant, where law and order is restored. Celebrations, 1111 card, make a wish. Excellent. Happy home. Yeah? So we're getting there. Notice that the 7 of Pentacles is looking directly at this as well. Have we done enough? Have we called out enough people who think they're above the law, who think they're above us? Have we pressured enough to get rid for the happy home? This down here is phenomenal. This down here is game changing. And this is what I know that we've moved away from Andrew into other things, but this is what I'm on about. This is what it felt like, is that it's not just individuals anymore. That's not good enough. It's the enablers. It's I'm just doing my job. We all know the ones. Overarching energy, King of Pentacles. Yes. The glorified accountant of the deck. All about the worth, the value. It's not about money. It's about, is this worthy? Is this what we want? Do we value this? If we don't, then let's fix it. Let's make it. I like this. This is the reviewing again. Yeah. Underlying energy, wounded warrior. They're desperately down but not out. The last push. And this is obviously leading to the 10 of swords. Not the 10 of swords. I'm sorry, the 10 of wands in the center, where they're like now they're burdened. This is the pushback of what do we feel what's right. Yeah. And as always, as I pull them out, they're looking at each other. They're looking at you basically eye to eye. Is that we don't value you. Our institutions, our governments, our politicians, our councils, so on and so forth. You've got away with too much for long enough. Now and they're pushing back. They're wounded warrior. They're trying to defend themselves. They can't do it. And then they're burdened because they just don't get it. Yeah, they're trying to protect what they've created. This is what they wanted to create, a majority of. It's that kind of energy I'm getting here with the happy home and the King of Swords, King of Pentacles. I'm sorry. I've been doing that a lot recently, I've noticed. Very odd. So, outcome. The outcome deck I've been told no. Okay, I've just been told cartoon clarity. We haven't used these in ages. So, let's have a look at the cartoon clarity deck. One more I've been told. Okay, one more. There we go. But yeah, this is interesting that we're if this is, but what I will say is that if this is not managed, and I mean that not in a like control freak way, I mean it in a we can't throw the baby out with the bathwater way. It needs to be a bit more, it needs to be a bit managed. It needs to be in some way organized. But I feel like with this reading, there's going to be a lot of skeletons in the closets of many institutions. And I'm kind of getting, I'm kind of getting there needs to be some sort of grading system. It's bad, but is it as bad as that? You know what I mean? It's all bad and it all needs to be resolved, but to kind of keep it all in perspective, I suppose. I'm getting something along those lines. So, especially with Charlie Boy and Prince Wills, there's definitely something there that the other shoe to drop, as it were. And it needs to there needs to be a proportionate, if that makes sense. Anyway, I don't know what that's about, but there's something there that, in the whole scheme of things, Anyway, so the moon card, we've got live and learn. Yes, we're learning things here. We've realized stuff here. There feels to be some sort of oversight imposed. And I'm a bit confused by that. But let's find out a little bit more. And there's some sort of Sorry, I found coffee. Cheers. I was reflecting. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get. There's some form of. It's direct oversight. It's specifically direct. But I'm just trying to tap into that because it's like it's a bit vague is not the word. It's let me continue on. There's something there. Sorry, it just plopped in. There's something about bringing it back to the center. This instead of outsourcing, constantly outsourcing to different things like the Bank of England, or outsourcing responsibilities to mayors or councils. So there's no one's really in charge of everything. So they could all point the finger at each other and everyone keeps their job. You know, that kind of thing. These multiple layers of bureaucracy kind of thing. There's something about kind of oversight, bringing it back to the court. No more of these excuses, covering each other's back kind of thing. Calm. Wow. There's two things I'm getting from this. The first one is, if you don't already, please, on a reasonably regular basis, try and ground yourself. Yeah? It's easy to get angry and all that kind of stuff. But if we can come from a place of solidarity in a calm and grounded place, that's what I'm getting here, is to be grounded and keep calm. Yeah, they're gonna. We know all the smearing, we know all the craziness, we know, right? We've witnessed it so many times now. Branding people, labeling people that they don't agree with to try and get one over each other and all that kind of stuff. Calm. Yeah, calm. Then we've got justice again. Wow. Especially with the Six of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, reviewing it, like going back to what I was saying. Have we achieved enough? Has enough people seen justice? And it's going, and remember, this is not just, when I say institutions, it's going from police constables all the way up to the chief constables. We're talking about councils. We're talking about mayoral people, all different levels, and then we're talking about the independent ones as well. So the Bank of England and all that. It's on and on and on. Have we done enough? Have we gone far enough? Have we joined enough dots? It's that kind of energy that I'm getting in these 4 cards now. Okay. And the last one here is nightmare. Happy home is their nightmare. Getting the justice against them is their nightmare. This is amazing. Overarching energy. Yes. This I know it says family, but I'm getting this is more of the going back to more of a communal kind of community atmosphere. Instead of being put against each other constantly, it's rebuilding the bridges. We're all in this together kind of energy. Yeah? Which is definitely what they don't want. Underlying energy, disturbance. So it's like this is amazing because we've got the devil card here. We've got justice twice, calling it out. We're not the problem. You're the problem. You've been caught out. You've got your name on these papers. You've done these things. Your actions stink. That kind of stuff. And this is what I keep going back to. This predictions of this reading is it's not just the individuals, it's the enablers. And I'm loving that for this reading. And I don't know if you've noticed this or not. I don't know if it's coming up on the screen or not. But it's the middle of the afternoon here, and it has got so dark as I've been doing this reading. Like really dark. So I'm going to leave it here, I think, because this, as long as we keep calm, we don't kind of snap at everything they throw at us kind of thing. Keep grounded. We're going to get the justice we deserve. And it's a nightmare for them. This pushback is a nightmare because, like, they wanted to get away with it. They wanted to use technical, like loopholes to get out of it. Yeah, but they're stuck. They're stuck. They don't know what to do. So anyway, thank you very much for joining us on this. Hopefully I'm enjoying my holiday, whatever I've gotten to. I don't even know yet. But apart from visiting family, and we're also going for like a weekend break and just have a little break. Yeah. So it's like these 2 different things that are happening. However, until next time, where we do this crazy shenanigans all over again, take care. Look after yourself. Be well. And thank you for your company. I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Ta-ra.